keep in my gym bag?
Don't you want to look good naked?
First things first, salt. So, reason I keep salt in my gym bag is because electrolytes are super important when you're training. It's something that a lot of people don't think about, but if your electrolyte balance is off, it's going to cause you to potentially have not such a great session. So I always keep salt in my gym bag. Another tip is if you feel like you're not getting enough pump within your training, either you're just not training hard enough or maybe you're deficient in salt. So keeping salt in your gym bag can be great to make sure that you're keeping that electrolyte balance in check, and also water to go along with the salt. That's important too. I keep angles grips in my bag as well. So these are gonna be super beneficial when you're training your back. So with any rowing movements or pull downs, if we're looking to train all different areas of our back, whether that's our upper back muscles, our rear delts, our lats, it's really beneficial to be able to manipulate your grip position. So the angled grips allows you to basically have a free flowing grip position when you're pulling back or you're rowing back or you're pulling down. So you can kind of jerry rig this a little bit with just D handles over a straight bar, but they tend to slip, and it's just easier to have the angles grips. They come in handy all the time. They're super convenient. So I definitely recommend angles grips if you are doing a lot of pulling exercises or pull downs and you're looking to get the most efficient training with the different back muscles that you're trying to train. I keep Versa grips in my bag at all times. So Versa grips are just a type of wrist strap. They can be super beneficial when you are training with heavier loads. So if you're doing rowing movements like dumbbell rows, or you're doing RDLs, deadlifts, things like that, where you don't want your grip to be your limiting factor. When you are doing RDLs, for example, and your hands start to sweat and your grip starts to give out before your glutes or your hamstrings, that's a sign that if your main goal is to build muscle in your hamstrings and your glutes, you want those to be the thing that fails first, not your grip. So this is a controversial subject, but in my opinion, if your goal is to specifically build as much muscle as possible, then using grips can be beneficial for that. I keep wedges in my gym bag at all time as well. Main reason is because I have shitty ankle mobility, and so whenever I do squats, I need to make sure that I'm paying attention to that and that I'm setting up my movement to get the most out of it. So using wedges for barbell back squats, front squats, any type of squat, any type of split squat, that wedges can be super beneficial for that, especially if you're doing quad focused split squats. So I definitely keep wedges in my gym bag at all time. And I don't think that it's cheating to use wedges. I think that you are actually just being more intelligent with your training and getting the most out of what you're targeting. I also keep resistance bands in my bag, so the long loop bands, if I'm doing any type of movements like a hip banded barbell RDL, or if I'm doing reverse banded back squats, those can be helpful to have a variety of different resistance bands in your bag. I also keep music, so I have my Airpods, because if you're not listening to music while you're training, what are you doing? I think that's it. So those are all the things I keep in my gym bag on a regular basis, and hopefully that helps.